So listen carefully. We already started the chapter production and cost there. In the last class, we discussed about production in short run and long run. Production in a short run and a long run. So that's what the topic we want to discuss one more time. So the humanity students, those who missed the class in the last session, please check properly. So 3.1. Okay, that we discussed. That is the production. I'm sorry, the production function. Now we are moving towards production in short run and a long run, short run and a long run. So we know that there are a number of factors are there basically that are related with producing the products there. Okay. So in this chapter, basically we are taking two variables like the capital and labor to find out different aspects of production. Okay. So for easy understanding only, we are using these two variables. There are a number of other variables also are there, number of other factors also are there that directly related with the production. Okay, and we discussed the variation of this production input related with this table, okay, and it is easy to understand there. Okay, while changing in the input, we are able to find the changes in the output also, changes in the output. Okay, so two variables we are using to find out that. Next, we discussed about isocant. It's almost like indifference curve, but some differences are there. We discussed that. So basically, we are using to find out the changes in the production, by making changes in the input, Okay, and this is the thing last we discussed. The last class we discussed this one. Production in short run and long run. Production in short run and long run. These are the two important words for we people. One is short run. The other is the long run. Short run and long run. Okay, short run in the sense you can say that a short period of time. Long run in the sense a long period of time. Okay, long period of time. Okay, so we know that there are number of things are related with the production. If you are making changes in any input, there is definitely we are able to find changes in the output. So that is related with the input. Always the changes in the output is related with the input here. Okay, so we are going to understand the meaning of these two terms here. One is short run, other is a long run. In short run, at least one of the factors of production will change. Okay, so the producers or the firms will make changes in any one of the factors of production. Any one input they will change. Okay, so you can see here in the short run, at least one of the factor, labor or capital. Here we are discussing two factors. One is labor, other is capital. Okay, so in short run, the producer or the firm, they will make changes in any one of this input. Okay, any one of this factor. Okay, so capital cannot be varied and therefore remain fixed. One factor will change and one will fix it. It will not change and therefore remain fixed. In order to vary the output level, the firm can vary only the other factor. So one factor remain constant, it will stay without any changes. The other factor will change. Okay, the factor that remain fixed is called a fixed factor. So in production, in the short run production, one factor will change. Okay, the next factor or the other factor will remain constant. So the factor or the input that not going to change or not making any changes in that factor, such factor is called as the fixed factor. Okay, so in the short run, the production unit or the producers or the firm, they will make changes in one input. Okay, the other one will remain constant or unchanged. So the unchanged one is called to be the fixed factor, and the changed input is called as, or changed factor is called as the variable factor. So in a short run, what is the importance of short run? What is speciality? Okay, the firm will make changes in one input. Okay, the other input remain constant. Okay, the input that remain constant is called to be the fixed one, and the one is changed is called to be the varied factor. So we study two more words. One is the fixed factor, other is the variable factor. Fixed factor and the variable factor. Okay, consider the example representing through table number 3.1. Suppose in the short run, capital remain fixed for 4 units. So we are going to table number 3.1. So this is the table number 3.1 in our textbook. Table number 3.1. Okay, so capital is remain constant. Just imagine. Okay, take it as 4. Capital is 4. So you're going to make changes in the labor. Make changes in the labor. So capital is remain constant. We are going to make changes in the labor. Okay. So if you are making changes or adding additional labor with the same capital, you can see here production is increasing. Production is increasing. Clear or not? So if you are able to make changes in one input, okay, we are able to make changes in the output also. Okay, anyone enough, we can make changes in any one input, so it will result in the output also. So that's what this table says here. Capital take as 4 and labor that's 0 to 6. Okay, so for one labor you can see it is a 10 production, 0 labor, 0 production only. If anyone remaining 0, okay, or any one input is called to be 0, there is no production, we know that. So going to the labor 2, you can find it is 24, production is 24. Going to labor 3 with the same capital 4, you can see it is a production is 40. Okay, and labor 4, it is 50, labor 5 it is a 56, and labor 6 it is 57. Here you can see capital is not changing. So it is an example for a short run production, because one is stable, other is changing, one is constant, next one is changing here. Okay, so it is a example for short run production. Moving forward. Okay, so in the long run, what is the specialty of the long run production? All factors of production can be varied. So in the short run, one factor of production will vary, but in the long run, all the factors of production will change. Okay, a firm, in order to produce different levels of output in the long run, may vary both the inputs simultaneously. So in the long run, there is no fixed factor. Okay, so there is no fixed factor in the long run production, but the short run production, we are able to find a fixed factor and a variable factor. Okay, fixed factor and a variable factor. But in the long run production, almost all the factors of production will vary, it will change. Okay, so for any particular production process, long run generally refers to longer time period than the short run. For different production process, a long run period may be different. So it is not advisable to define short run and long run in terms of, say, days, months, or years. So in economics, we are unable to find out a short run or long run related with the time, like dates, months, or years, or something like that. Here, we are able to find the production is short run or long run only by observing whether all the inputs are used or not, or it is changing or not. If all the variables are changing or all the inputs are changing, we are able to say that it's a long run production. Only one variable is changing in the production process, we can say that it is a short run production. Okay, so we are not calculating the short run production or long run production on the basis of day, months, or years. We are observing whether all the inputs are changed or not, or only one input is changed. If it is one input is changed, if it is we can say, okay, if only one input is changed, we can say it is a short run production. If all the inputs change, it means we can say it's a long run production. This is the basic difference between long run production and a short run production. Okay, that's what the thing we discussed in the last class. Remembering or not? Commerce students, is that idea clear? Short run production and a long run production. Now tell me, what is the difference between short run and a long run? Aparna?
Sir, in short run production, the firm can only make changes in any one input. But in the long-term production, all the factors will change. And thus in long run production, we can only consider variable.
So we are able to find a production process is long run or short run by observing the use of input, right or not? Okay, if only one input is changed in the production period, we can say that's a short run production. All the inputs are changed to, or in order to produce more products, we can say it's a long run production. Just to keep that in your mind. Now, like the thing what we learned in the second chapter, what is that? The consumer behavior. We studied about what you can say, marginal product, average product, total product, right or not? Sorry, that what we are going to study there. But in the last chapter, what we studied? Utility, on the basis of a utility. Okay, what is that? Average utility, marginal utility, and total utility. Remembering that? Remembering that?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay, the same method we are using to find out here the product there, like a total product, average product, and a marginal product. Total product, average product, and a marginal product. Okay, so related with the utility, we know that the entire value that the products can give us is called to be the total utility, right or not? Okay, average utility means the total utility. I mean, total units divided by the, sorry, total utility divided by the number what we used. Marginal productivity means okay, the additional product or additional unit, how or what kind of satisfaction that additional unit can provide for us. That's what a marginal utility. Marginal utility that related with the changes in the usage of the product. Sorry, utility of the product. Okay, here we are coming to just the products. Okay, not the utility, but the product. Here 3.31 total product. Suppose we vary a single input and keep all other inputs constant, then the different levels of input, we get different levels of output. So we know that if you are using different inputs, definitely the output also will change. Outputs also will change there. This relationship between the variable input and output, keeping all the inputs constant, is often referred as a total product. Total products. Okay. Clear. If you are making any changes in any one input, it will reflect on the output. It will reflect on the output there. So read one more time. Suppose we vary a single input and keep all other inputs constant. Okay. We are making changes in the single input. Single input. All other inputs are constant. There is no change for that. Then for different levels of the input, we get different levels of the output. Okay. So we are making changes in even one input, we will get a different levels of output. Clear or not? So 3.1, you observe that in the table, we are making changes in the labor with a constant capital. We are able to get different levels of output, different levels of output. This relationship between the variable input and output. So we are making changes in only one input here. So the relationship between the variable input and the output for that, keeping all other inputs, inputs constant, is often referred as the total product. Okay, so only one variable is changing here. Okay, so related with the change in that one variable or one input, okay, we are able to make different outputs there. So this relation is called to be the total product, TP, total products. Okay, let's look again table 3.1. Suppose capital is fixed at 4 units. Now in the table 3.1, we look at the column where capital takes the value 4. As we move down along the column, we get the output values of different values of the labor. We already see that, already seen. Okay, already we observed that here. You can see, okay, the capital is 4. We are making changes only in the labor. So we are able to find a different output. Just check the table one more time. So capital is 4, 5, 6, or whatever it is. If the capital is, I mean, the one input is constant. Okay, we are able to get different levels of output. Okay, different levels of output. So, for example, you take labor. Labor is constant for labor. So you are making changes in the capital only. That time also different outputs will come, right? Different output will be there. Clear or not? So if any one variable changing, definitely we are able to find changes in the output. So this relationship is basically termed as a total production or total productivity. Okay. So it's called to be total product, TP. Okay. So we get the output values for different values for the labor. This is the total product of labor scheduled with capital 4. This is also sometimes called the total return. Okay, so total product sometimes will called as or termed as a total return or total physical product. Okay, understand this properly. Okay, so other words also will use interchangeably. We will use what is that for total product? We will use another two terms like a total return or total physical product. Total physical products. Okay, so total product, other two names are there. What are they? Total return and total physical product. Total physical products. Remember, total product TP. Other two names, what are the? Total return or total physical products. Okay, so once we have defined total product, once we got the total product, it will be useful to define the concept of average product and marginal product, AP and MP. So TP, total product, AP, average product, and MP, marginal product. Marginal product. Okay, so total product otherwise called as a total return or a total physical product. Total physical product. Okay, now we are moving to discuss about average product. Average product. Clear? Hope these terms are clear for you. Okay, what is short run production and what is long run production? What is fixed variable and what is a fixed output? Fixed input and a variable input. Variable input. Listen carefully. Fixed input and a variable input. Got or not? Okay. Next we discussed about a total product. Total product. Okay. In total product, we know that one variable is remain constant. Clear or not? Other variable is changing. Okay. As per the example in the textbook, one variable is changing, other is a constant. Okay. For changing input, we are able to get or we are able to create changing output or different output. So this relation is basically termed as a total product. Total product otherwise called as a total return or a total physical product. Now we are moving towards the average product. Okay, so if you want to find out the average product and marginal product, it is important to find out the total product first. Total product first, then only we are able to find out average product and marginal product. Marginal products. Okay, so average product is defined as the output per unit of variable input. We calculate it as APL. Here APL. Where from this L came? Here L denote labor. Okay, changing in the labor only. Labor only changing here. Right. So average product for labor is equal to total product with the labor only, with the labor, that is TPL. You can see the TPL divided by labor. Okay, so here L denote the changes in the labor. Okay, changes in the labor. So average product for labor is equal to total product for the labor divided by the labor used to produce that output. That's what the method we are using to find out the average product. Okay, so average product is defined as the output per unit of a variable input. So here variable input is a labor. That's what the L here. We calculate it as APL is equal to TP. The subscript, okay, it's a subscript. Okay, TP subscript L divided by L. The last column of table 3.2 gives us a numerical example of average product for labor. So 3.2, next page you can find a table here. 3.2, table number 3.2. Here it is, page number 40. Okay, the table is there. Okay, so we are going to find out average product. Average product. What is the formula for that? What is the formula for that?
TP by L.
TP by L. So here, what is the TP here in the first one? TP is 10. 10 divided by 1. What is the answer? 10 divided by 1. What is the answer? What average product you got? 10 here, right? Next one, TP is 24. 24 divided by 2. Answer is 12. Next one is 3. Labor is 3. TP is 40. 40 divided by 3. 13.33. Next one, 50. 50 divided by labor is 4. Okay, TP divided by labor, 12.5. Next one, 56 divided by 5. 11.2. Okay, 57 divided by 6. 9.5. Got that? What is that simple formula it is? What is that? TP divided by labor. Okay, TP for a labor divided by the labor. Okay, so it is so simple to understand. Okay, AP, average product, is equal to TP, total product divided by the labor. So coming to this column, you are able to find. Okay, already TP is given here. TP is provided. Okay, from the TP, we are able to find the AP. Okay, from the total product, we are able to find the average product. Here, TP is 10 divided by 1. Okay, first case. Second case. Okay, 24 divided by 2. Third case. What is that? 40 divided by 3. Okay, so you got these answers. Answers here. Answers here. Okay. 10, 12, 13.33, 2, 12.5, 11.2, and 9.5. So simple. Yes or no? Any trouble? Any trouble is there?
No, sir.
One minute. Okay. Hope the idea is clear for you now, right? Okay. So next. So that is what the average product for people. And the next one is called to be the marginal products. Marginal products. So what do you mean by the term marginal products? Marginal products. So marginal product, we know that if you are making any change in the input, okay, the TP will change, the total product will change, right or not? Yes or no? If you are making changes in the input, definitely we are able to find a change in the output. Okay. Here in marginal product, we are able to understand how can we able to how we people are able to find out this marginal product. For adding one extra input, what changes we are able to find in the output. Okay, that difference is basically termed as a marginal product. Marginal products. Okay, changes in the total product by adding one extra unit of input. Okay, that is basically termed as the marginal product. So basically that denoted with the delta mark. Delta always indicating what is that? Change. We know that. So marginal product. So marginal product of an input is defined as changes in output per unit of a change in the input. Already told. Okay, what is that? Changes in the output per unit of change in the input. Okay, change in the input. Changes in the output relation with changes in the input. When all the inputs are held constant, when capital is held constant, the marginal product of labor is here. Capital is constant. Here we are using two variables. One is a capital, the other is a labor. Okay, so in this example, capital is constant. Capital is a constant. Labor only changing. So marginal productivity or product for labor is equal to change in output divided by the change in input. Change in the output divided by the change in the input. So change in TPL, change in the TPL divided by change in the labor. Okay, so where delta represent the change in the variable. The third column of table 3.2 gives us the numerical example of a marginal product. So coming to 3.2 table again, 3.2 table 3.2 again, you are able to find here. Okay, what is that? Marginal product. So there is an equation, there's a formula for finding out this marginal product. Marginal product, what is that? Underline here. Marginal product for labor is equal to here labor only changing. Labor is the changing variable. So marginal product for labor is equal to TP at L units. TP at L units minus TP at L unit minus 1 unit. Minus 1 unit. Clear? Okay, minus 1 unit. Okay, here change in TP is equal to 24 minus 10 is equal to 40. Is equal to 40. So you can see here. Okay, in this table you can see what is that? Total product that increased to 24. Total product increased to 24. Right? Yes or no? Okay. And what we want to do here? What do you want to do here? See the equation here. What is the equation here? 24 minus 10. Okay. So here 2 minus 1. TP at L minus 1 unit. Okay, 2 minus 1. For 1 it is 10. 1 it is a 10. Clear or not? So 1 labor it is 10. Clear? That is TP. Here labor is 2. Labor is a 2. So minus 1 is equal to 1 here. 2 minus 1. 2 minus 1. So for that TP is 20. Sorry, 10. Okay. For 1, the total product is for 1 labor, total product is 10. So 24 minus 10. 24 minus 10 is equal to 14 divided by changes in the labor. Changes in the labor. What is the change here? 1 and 2. Change is 1 only, right? Change is 1 only, right? Okay, so 14 divided by 1, answer is 14. Answer is 14. So here you got that MPL, marginal productivity or marginal product is 14. Got the point? Got the point? Any doubt? They're clear or not? Yes or no? If it is not so, I'll explain it one more time. Okay, MPL, marginal productivity labor. The formula to find out is TP at L units, TP at L units, total product L units. So we are not going to take the first area. This is not going to take. Okay, clear or not? But because that's the first round, right or not? We are not added anything. That's the first round. Only one it is. The value is one. Value of the labor is one. So we are adding in the second round only. So we are adding one along with the first. Okay. So labor changed to 1 to 2. 1 to 2. Clear? Labor changed to 1 to 2. For 2 labor, what is the TP? 2 labor, what is the TP here? That's what. MPL is equal to TP at L units. Okay, so TP at L units. Okay, here it is a 24. Second one. For 2, it is a 24. Okay, minus TP at L minus 1 unit. TPL is 2 here. Minus 1 is a, for minus 1 it is a 10. Okay, for minus 1 it is a 10. So 24 minus 10 is equal to 14. Okay, divided by L, divided by L. That is that changes in the L. Change in the L. Here, what is the change? Okay, 2 minus 1. What is that? 1 only. So 14 minus, sorry, 14 divided by 1 is equal to 14. The answer is 14. Answer is a 14. Clear or not? Clear or not? The idea clear. There's no relation with average product. Okay, average product. There is no relation with the average product here. So directly from the total product, we are able to calculate. We are able to calculate. Okay, you can see here. Okay, they're clear or not? So marginal product that is equal to TP at L units minus TP at L minus 1 unit divided by L. Okay, clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this also you are able to find here. Coming to the third one, second and third, how to calculate that? What is that? MPL, MPL is equal to TP at L units. Here, what is the TP at L units? What is that? 3. TP L units. Here, find out. You don't want to go here MPL. We have to want to find out that. But TP for 3 is 40, right? 40 only, no? Yes or no?
Yes.
Then what do you want to do? TP for second unit. What is that? Minus 40 minus this one, 24. What is the answer here? The answer 16, right? Yes or no? Divided by changes in the labor. What is the change here? 3 and 2, right? So 3 minus 2, 1. Answer is 16. This is the answer here. 16. Got? Got or not? Okay. If it is 4 here, means what will happen there? Divided by 2. Okay, then answer will be 8. That is the difference. Okay, so that's what the thing we want to discuss in this class. It's time to wind up. So we'll meet in the next class. One more class is there today. One more time I will explain the things there. Okay. Thank you everyone.